YouTube friends. Happy Tuesday. How are you? Hopefully you are doing well. We are surviving. So this will just be another short clip. I've been knitting on my shawl, and I haven't taken any pictures of it because I'm on section 4 and I'm on what's called the flip-flop stitch, and I need to concentrate. So, and it's hot again here today. We're supposed to get 90 and humid, but I'm just inside because it was a short, sleepless night. So the kitties were very quiet yesterday afternoon, and which is expected, you know, it was a new place and everything. So my biggest concern is they were way too quiet, so that hopefully they wouldn't keep us up last night. But my hopes were dashed. We went to bed about 11:15. And by that time, because Simba had came out, and we were able to hold him and pet him and stuff yesterday, then he went underneath our bed. And then Nala, she was looking for him and everything, and she ended up under the bed with him. And then they were very quiet, very quiet. And so about, you know, 11:15, we went to bed, and 1:30 in the morning, I was awakened to a cat on the bed, and it was Simba, and he was crying. And of course, Jerry said Simba, and he walked right up between us, and Jerry started petting him, and then Simba decided to lay on my chest. So I petted him for a little bit, and then he got down and able to go back to sleep. And about 2:30, woke up again with a cat on my chest. And that time, as he was laying on me and I was petting him, he gave me the when they do that with their head and rub in and everything. And so I'm tired because about 4:30 she started in because she couldn't find him, and she was crying, and then you could tell when they found each other because they were hissing at each other. And then I didn't sleep well. Jerry was sleeping better than me. But I didn't sleep well because I kept hearing noises, and I could tell in our bathroom they were jumping up on things. And at one point I got up, and they both ran out of the bathroom because it sounded like we got our side-by-side washer and dryer there, and we had the doors partially open, and it sounded like they were trying to get into it, jumping up and down. And, you know, and she jumped up on the bed again about 5:30, just crying like she's dying. And Jerry called her, and she came up between us, and he petted her, and then she came over, and I petted her, but, you know, she's still not purring that good. And but, you know, she's letting us pet her and stuff. But we knew she was looking for him. And by this time, I am so tired, and I just felt so sick to my tummy because I wasn't sleeping well, and oh my goodness. And then we heard like something was knocked off, and Jerry got up, and that was probably about 6, and then he came back to bed, and by that time I was able to fall asleep because Nala came back in crying. And if we didn't say anything, she cried for a couple times, and then you heard her underneath the bed, and she finally settled down. And by that time, it's getting light enough because about now it's about 6, and so Jerry got up at 9. I slept from 6 to 9. And he got up, no idea where the cats were. They were super quiet, which I figured they would be. And bless his heart, he was going to make some coffee, but the man doesn't ever make coffee. And he came in to ask me how many scoops. I thought I might as well get up. So I got up, and we were just spending the day just inside, and he decided to clean under our bed, because I don't know about you, but we don't hardly ever clean under our bed. But when you lay on the floor and you see a cat under there and you got all these dust bunnies, you got to clean it. So he started cleaning that, and Nala came over as he's laying down there and was booting him on the nose and talking to him. And then finally she came out when I came in on his side of the bed and was able to pick her up. Of course, she still doesn't want to be held too much, and put her on the bed and patted her on the bed and said this would be more comfortable instead of on the floor. But she got back down. But then she got back out when Jerry went over there, and he picked her up and carried her out to where her food was. We could tell that, well, I knew Simba used the litter box last night because I saw him go in there and I heard him. And his food looks like it's been ate down. Hers, well, one dish looked like it was eaten down and the other one wasn't. And so she just kind of sniffed it, and then she, you know, was walking around crying and everything. So we both sat on the floor, and she kept coming back and forth, and then she finally started eating. And I think she did drink a little bit out of the drinking fountain. But we just couldn't find Simba. We looked high and low. Well, we didn't look very high. We looked all over for him. And I had closed the door to the craft room in here, and apparently it doesn't latch, and pushed it open. And I had asked Jerry, I says, okay, what did they knock over? And so he says, follow me. And we came in here, and on the floor was, let me show you because I got it right here, because I collect these old vintage spinning stuff. This was on the floor because it's on the ledge up there. And this cat. And it's wooden and it's heavy. I'm surprised it didn't dent the floor. But, you know, that didn't. But I also had some garland that was strung up, and he just thought, because some of those things, like the cat was holding the center of it, so he was thinking that, you know, the cats came in and probably pulled on that. And my thought was, oh God, I'm glad it didn't fall on them. Well, we kept looking, and I closed the door. I looked in here, I didn't see him, and I, you know, closed the door. But I just had this feeling, I really hate to have the door closed if I'm missing him in here. And Nala came out and she ate and everything, but she kept hollering, and she would look in the spots that she knew where he was yesterday, and then she would holler. Well, she settled down in the corner of the family room under a table, and she looked pretty comfy. So we went out in the sunroom, and then Jerry got up, and then he came back and he says, I found Simba. And I says, where is he? He says, follow me. He says, I started thinking, if I was a cat, where would I be? He was in here up on top of my bookshelf that still had all the other things up there. And he's just looking, and he's just like, we woke him up, and he's got the sleepy eyes. And I told Jerry, I said, I told you orange cats have a tendency to do this, but we've never had a cat that is a jumper or a climber. We still don't know how he got up there, except for he probably jumped on the back of the chair that's in here and then up on there. And when he jumped up there, that's when he knocked those two things down. So needless to say, it is all cleared off. I will put these other things away, all my collectibles. If he wants to be up there, I'm going to let him be up there, because better up there than in the kitchen. So, but Jerry pulled him down and carried him out by his food. And of course, by that time, Nala was sitting there under the recliner that he was yesterday, and she saw him, and they both walked up to each other, and they touched noses, and then she kind of licked his one ear, and everything was right as rain. But now we can't find Simba. He is really, really good at hiding. Jerry looked under the bed because that was our first thought, but I don't know. Jerry put him down, and I can go to him and call him, and he'll let me pick him up. He'll let Jerry pick him up, but it just seemed like Nala is drawn more to him, even though she'll come to me, and Simba is drawn more to me, and vice versa. But they're still adjusting. But so far, day 2, I just hope that tonight we can sleep. I can see that when she wants to know where he's at, she's going to be the crier if she can't find him. And I can understand why she was crying by the bed, because he wasn't under the bed, he was in here, and she couldn't get where he was. So, but anyways, thanks again, my friends, and I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to edit this vlog, and I hope that you have a great Tuesday. Miss Kay has a great Wednesday, and yeah, till we can chit chat again. But so far, things are doing well for really day 2, and you know, they're such beautiful babies. So thanks again, my friends, and I hope you enjoy seeing the kitties this week, because that's probably what you're going to be seeing. And if you don't, then I'm sorry, but not really. But you know, they are our new babies, our new part of our family, and it'll be a good day when they feel comfortable enough just to lay out where you can see them. So thanks again. See you soon. You're a pretty boy. Yes, you're a pretty boy. Oh, you're a pretty boy.
I'll take him in the bathroom.
Simba. Hey, Simba. You handsome boy. Come here. Come here, you handsome boy. Nala. Hey, Miss Nala. Nala. What? Nala, Nala, what? What? I don't know where he's at. No, I don't. No, I don't know. Where is brother? Yeah. What? Sue being a brave girl. Oh, bless him. You being a brave girl. Yeah. Daddy. She says, Daddy, you're not talking to me.
What? Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, look at you, precious thing. Going to wash yourself now that you ate. Yeah, that's a big girl. That's a big girl. It is. Really? Hi, Simba.
Let me hand this stuff to you. Can I pick you up?
What's he doing, Simba?